Hey there, it's Dave with Flipperforce, and I'm excited to introduce to you our new split expense functionality that allows you to split up your expenses on your receipts, invoices, and purchase orders. So whenever you go to Lowe's or Home Depot and buy a bunch of materials, you'll often buy materials that belong to different categories. So for example, you may have bought plumbing fixtures, light fixtures, tile, and paint all on one receipt. Well, technically, those materials all need to be categorized to different categories. So instead of entering all of those expenses separately, now our new split expense functionality allows you to easily break down a receipt when you have multiple categories on a shared receipt or invoice. So let's show you how this split expense functionality works. I have a purchase order here from Home Depot where I bought some doors, I bought a couple vanities, and some hardwood floor materials. So at the top, you're just going to input the basic purchase information such as the date of the purchase and then the invoice number. Next, you'll categorize the expense to the appropriate account, your vendor or class. So we purchased these materials using our Southwest credit card from Home Depot, and the purchase was for materials. Next, we need to break down our expenses by the appropriate categories. So again, on this purchase order, we bought doors, we bought vanities, and hardwood flooring that all need to be categorized to different categories. So that way we can track to see how much we spent and then compare that to all of our budgets that we have for each of those categories on our project. So the first 5 items that we have on our purchase order are all interior doors. We could add those items together and just put one line item in there for all of the interior doors. But let's just break these items down as separate items in the list. That way we can match that up with the line items that we have on our purchase order. So let's quickly enter all of these items line by line here. First, we have 3 48-inch by 80-inch bypass doors that we bought for our closets for a total of $175.50. Next, we bought some hollow core doors with some various shapes and sizes and orientations. So let's just enter each of these line items here to match the receipt. And we're going to categorize these to the interior door category. Okay, next we bought an insulated exterior door. So we'll categorize this one to the exterior doors category. And then next on the list, we bought 2 vanities. So again, we could just group these vanities together, add them up, and just enter it as one line item. But let's break these out as 2 separate line items to match the line items that we have on the receipt here. So we have a 48-inch vanity, and then we have a 49-inch vanity. And we're going to categorize these to the cabinetry category. Okay, next on the list is going to be the 4-inch bamboo hardwood flooring. So this one will just be categorized to the hardwood flooring category. And then we also bought some underlayment for the hardwood floor, which will also place under the hardwood flooring category as well. And then finally, the last item on the list is the materials delivery. So this is always just kind of an awkward one on where to put it. So I'm just going to classify this one under the general conditions category, which is where you can categorize all of those general items on the project that don't necessarily have a category, a repair category to categorize those items to. Cool. So now you can see our subtotal for all of these items is $2,250.52, which matches our subtotal on the purchase order. And then the final amount that we need to enter from the receipt is our sales tax. So sales tax is also one of those kind of awkward items to categorize. Before, you had to kind of divvy up all of the sales tax and try to evenly distribute it across all of your items on the receipt. But now with our new split tax functionality, we can simply just add in the $173.86 as the sales tax amount to the receipt. And our expense tracker is going to automatically divvy up that sales tax amount for you, and it's going to evenly distribute it across all of our expense items from this purchase order. Okay, so now you can see all of our expenses are in the expense tracker, and they identically match all of the expense items shown on our purchase order. We have a subtotal amount of $2,250.52, with sales tax of $173.86 and a grand total amount of $2,424.38. And then the final thing that we can do is we can upload our image of the purchase order, where we can just permanently store a copy of our receipt in our document manager here. Once we're done uploading all of our expense information, we can just click to add this expense to the expense tracker, which will dump each line item from the expense tracker as a separate line for that invoice or receipt. And again, you'll notice that the sales tax amount was automatically evenly divvied up and distributed across each expense on the purchase order. So that's a quick overview of our new split receipt functionality. Early next week, we're going to have our new invoice report launched, it'll be a new printer-friendly report that you can use to organize all of your expenses by invoice number. So you'll be able to see all of your receipts and invoices in a printer-friendly view that you can use to compare to your hard copies that we have on file. So I hope you like our new split receipt functionality. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, please find us in chat or send us an email.